This is from the book of Psalms 141, verse 9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Slakia. Want to give all praise and honors to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Rohakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, Rosh, bishops and priests, and the elect of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. I want to start up the subject matter: coffee dates, speed dating, singles mixers, brunch, gym dates, dog park dates. This is a thing where nowadays people use these things to mingle, to hopefully maybe get married and have a family and that kind of thing like that, or just to have a companion, because there are a lot of so-called lonely people out there. So they're using all avenues to approach each other. Now, the last place where you would want to meet a man is in the gym, where basically men who eating all these paleo diets, these high protein, low carb diet regimens, they farting up the place. They're grunting, they're groaning. But when you enter the feminine issue there, they don't like the smell, they don't like the yelling, they don't like the cursing among the brethren. And basically all women want is attention. So what they do is that they wear tight clothing. They pose in the mirror all the time. And if you look and stare, even from the slightest angle, you're being labeled as a weirdo, when is that they invade your area where you've probably been there for years. So what's happening nowadays is that gyms are closing up, clubs are closing up, because women had invaded the areas where men had hung out for centuries, basically. If you even look at the old movies where in the 15th and 16th centuries, basically only females that was allowed in there was the one to serve. That's why you have something called a meat maven. Basically, they serve meat and beer and a few other things that sweet something, maybe a piece of pie or something like that. But that's what's going on these days. And the men are now leaving all areas of socialization because they're fed up with, brought on, of course, by Yahweh Shai, in these things. So what's happening now is that they're going all the places where men hang out. Men try to walk their dogs at late at night, hopefully to avoid confrontation, to avoid any female distraction, because that's what they are. Because their attention, they just want somebody to tell them to love them. And guys who are on their purpose, especially the men of the Lord, they're on their purpose. They're out on the highways and byways, doing videos, attending lessons at night. And we don't have time to just a lot of attention and a lot of time away. I'm glad that this is happening, because they call this the dating apocalypse. Now everything has attached to it, apocalypse attached to it. No more, like I said, singles mixers, where you may have, it works for the women, but it's like 95% of the women are there And only one meals are there are the ones who serve, and the one who sits at the table with their wife, who's holding all the purses for all the women, where they go out and powder their nose and put on anything to freshen up. A woman can no longer get a drink anymore, and that's basically a man could spend anywhere between $200 or $300 buying women drinks. So the thing is that they can pocket their money and put it to a good meal, and they can have their own drink, all things, and hang around with the brothers who they like to hang out with, not strangers who trying to get free drinks without giving up something in return. Okay, I got another precept to go with this, and this is 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians 2 and 11. Verse 11. Lest Satan get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his ignorant of his devices. See, there's a thing where when you go into a club, you're seeing all these front lace wigs, you're seeing makeup that's really the makeup are really to the point where it's that you can't tell how old they are. You can't tell. They're trying to cover up scars. They're trying to cover up everything. Basically, it's called witchcraft because they try to mesmerize you with their makeup, their tight-fit clothing, their surgical procedures that they have. I don't want to get into, or neither do the men of the Lord want to get into a woman who is not keepers of home, not chaste, that want women to be submissive. And submissive women are not in these places, the clubs. They're not hanging out at gyms with tight clothing. They're not hanging out with women on the speed dating, which is where that you can go through. Speed dating is a thing where it's that you can go about 4 or 5 dates at a time. It's real crazy, but I'll close out with Jeremiah 18 and 15. Because my people have forgotten me, they have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways from the ancient path, to walk in paths in a way not cast up. Now, the ancient way basically means is that your parents pick for you a suitable heir, and then it is possibly chaperone. And then if it works out where they both like each other, then of course the woman start put on a veil and start get into your proper place where sex is marriage. So that's the ancient way of doing things. Is that it's still going on in certain countries, but not in the Western Hemisphere. The dating thing is a farce. That's all there's to it. So I will close out by saying Shabath Shalawam, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Enjoy the last few minutes of the Sabbath. Shout out to the elect.